Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Fulham. Today is an action-packed day. We have plenty to discuss, so I apologize if this is a little long. However, today's match is against Cardiff City. They are in 20th, dead last, 5-4-20 in the Premier League. It is at home. On paper, this should be an easy game. We will see, though. This is a very bizarre season. You can see we are in 5th. We have been fluctuating everywhere from 4th to 7th. But like I'm saying, this is a very bizarre season. Look who's in 4th. Everton are in 4th place. Liverpool, Man City, Arsenal, Everton. It's weird. I don't expect Liverpool and Man City to be anywhere else. Arsenal, okay, you're up and down. Chelsea's in 7th. Man U's in 9th. It is odd. But look at these teams. Man City has lost to Everton, Huddersfield, West Ham, and Crystal Palace. Not great teams. Let's see. Chelsea was killed by West Ham both home and away. Brighton, Wolves, Huddersfield. It makes no sense. And West Ham, who lie in 14th, 9 wins. Let's see. Chelsea, Liverpool, Man City, and Chelsea again. So 4 out of their 9 wins are against top teams. And again, doing the double over Chelsea. So this is a very weird season, which is the only reason we're in 5th. Our schedule-wise, basically, there's no huge surprises. Arsenal, we obviously got crushed. Man United was a surprise. Arsenal got crushed again. Liverpool crushed. No huge surprises, but there are some wins. 1-0 wins. There's plenty of those, which is why we're kind of in the spot we are. However, let's get to where we last left off. So last up was this Man U game. 3-1. You already know. You saw it. If you haven't, go back, see the episode. Fantastic game. We follow that up with an absolutely boring Brighton game. 0-0. Absolutely nothing going on there. Leicester 2-0 win at home. Tom Kearney did pick up a little bit of a knock. Is he still out? I don't remember. No, I think he's back. I don't think it was too much. Maybe he was a few days. So that was Leicester. Crystal Palace 2-3 loss. This was heartbreaking. I will get to this transfer in just a minute, but Andre Horta in the 3rd, James Tompkins an own goal in the 18th. We were kind of sailing for a little while until Tompkins picks it up in the 53rd. Okay, you concede, you're still up 2-1. Benteke gets a fantastic one in the 75th, and then Zaha puts us away in the 88th. I was just pissed. Oh, all these losses like that. The 1-0, the 1-2, these are just, they're horrible losses. I don't expect to win against Arsenal or Chelsea. However, the way we lost was just... So, Burnley 2-0, 2-all draw, I'm sorry. Another one, Mitrovic in the 26th, Horta in the 70th. We were, a stupid penalty in the 39th gave them, it was a 2-1 lead at the 70th minute, and then all of a sudden in the 81st, Chris Wood gets one in. It was, But look, Liverpool 3-1. I don't understand this one. We were dominating for most of it. So Sturridge gets one in the 9th. I was thinking this was going to be a bad day at the office. Rest of the half went smooth sailing. Not smooth sailing. We were on the back for a lot of it. But then Mawson in the 46th, Kearney in the 53rd, and then Mitrovic in the 58th. And from that point on, I was like, dude, sit back, tighten up, do not move a single muscle out of step. And somehow, look at these, 7-7-7, 8-7-7, 8-7-7, 6-9, and then 8 again. Absolutely fantastic game. I will never see that again. But so that does bring us to Cardiff. Let's get to the transfers then. So first up, we do have a new boy, Carlo Butic, coming in next summer. We got him on a pre-contract from Ternana. Our scouts scouted him. He doesn't look amazing. However, the potential could be pretty good. If anything, we didn't buy him for anything and can sell him for a tidy profit, I think, in a year or two. So we'll see how that goes. Who knows? But let's get to the outs. This one hurt. I had no plans of selling him. I had sold Fabrizio. So I only had 2 goalkeepers and then someone in the under 23s that I was going to kind of raise up. But then Man United came in. Bettinelli said, I want out. I want this team. I said, please don't go. I don't want to leave. I don't want you to go away. I've sold Fabrizio for you. And he said, but basically his want was the Champions League. And I sat there thinking, I got nothing. I got nothing to say to you then. So we upped his cost. They came in with like 11 million with a couple of add-ons that would grow to 15 or something like that. And I said, screw that. Start off with 20 and we'll work our way from there. So bye-bye Bettinelli. I'm sorry to see you go. However, the only other outs were a couple of loan deals. Sessegnon went, or not Ryan, but Steven Sessegnon went out on a loan deal. Not so sure about him. He's definitely going to be coming back playing next season. But I had Odoi, and he's a little bit better now currently than Steven is. So Steven went out on loan. Luca Della Torre went out on loan. And actually both of those, I didn't realize my staff, the responsibilities were set for you guys deal with players who are, I guess they were loan listed. I don't know, but you guys deal with that. I don't want to have anything to do with that. So they actually went out, and I didn't even know it. But that's a hint. If you're going to play this game, always make sure your responsibilities are set the way you want them. Otherwise, you're going to get shit like that. So, but let's get to the ins. So I already told you about this guy, sort of. Andre Horta comes in from LAFC. A great pickup in my mind. 10 million up front, and then a couple of add-ons here and there. I don't remember I don't think it really adds much. But 747 in 4 appearances, 2 goals, 2 assists. He's mainly sitting in this midfield role. He's also playing in this advanced playmaker role every now and again. His numbers look pretty good. Dribbling 16, first touch 15, passing of 16, technique of 16, work rate of 12 is average. I would like that up, but teamwork 14, off the ball 15. I mean, he's got some really good numbers, and he's only 22 years old, so he's going to be increasing, I hope. But definitely one that if we ever needed to sell him, we could sell him for a tidy profit, I would imagine right now. But I'm not even thinking about that. He is fantastic. So next up. So Bettinelli left. We know that. He left first thing on transfer deadline day, which I'm glad about that it was first thing and not, halfway through transfer deadline day. However, that left us for a mad scramble for a new goalkeeper, because that pretty much left Sergio Rico, who's leaving in the summer. As of right now, I might try and pick him up, but what was I going to do? I had several options. Mattia Perrin, I had a accepted bid in, but he wanted like 120K per week. I couldn't afford that. So another was David Raya, and the third was our old boy Predrag Rajkovic. Now, Rajkovic, I didn't realize at the time that I put the offer in, he's not going to get a work permit. It was going to be very hard for him to get a work permit. However, I got this dude for like $3.5 million. So I kind of sat there thinking, okay, I will think about Rajkovic right now and see if I want to accept him or not, and even if he's not going to get a work permit. But I will look at David Raya again. And obviously we picked him up. This dude was expensive, I will say. It was like 17 million going up to 20. It was the only way. It was definitely a sort of panic buy. He's only played in 1 Prem game so far. 6'8", not too bad. He is a backup for right now. He's going to be around the first team is what I told him. So I'm giving him the occasional game, especially because we have no cups anymore. So he will be here and there. I'm probably actually going to play him today against Cardiff. But potential is terrific. Current is okay, not too bad. For a backup, whatever. So he comes in for really expensive. Rajkovic comes in and basically sent him directly out on loan. I had no other choice, otherwise he'd just be sitting there and not being able to play. I need him to grow because obviously getting a work permit is going to take a little while. Unless he can play every single Serbian cap there is for the next year. I don't know. I still don't know how all that works. I know it's a point system based on how many, international caps you get and, based on your price and things like that, whatever. But right now he's on loan to a Serbian team, Radnicki, FK Radnicki. I know I'm butchering that. I apologize to any FK Radnicki fans. But I believe Serbia in a year and a half are going to be part of the EU, which will make him available to us. Or in 2 years or something like that. So he is on loan for another year and a half there. I'm hoping to get, if I need to, extend that a little, but we'll see. So Rajkovic comes in. Hopefully he'll be, the player of the future. David Raya's come in. he will be the player. If I can't get Sergio Rico or someone better than, Rico or Rea will probably be our first team next year. So, but those are our transfers. Andre Horta is the big one, and I am very excited to see him in. So I'm going to get to this game. I am going to get through a couple things first. Be right back. Oh, wow. Well, look at this. Mourinho was fired by Man U. Probably something that should happen in real life, but that's a different story. So, Allegri from Real Madrid, Ancelotti at Napoli, and Thomas Tuchel from PSG are looking to take his role. But Mourinho is out. I like to think I had a small part in that. So actually, before I get into this game, I did want to show you quickly some of the top transfers this summer, or this January. Isco, we already saw, went to Man United for $135 million. Sadio Mane went to Real Madrid for $129. Jeffrey Kondogbia from Valencia to Bayern for $72. And then Andrija Zivkovic, who I've been dying to get, way too expensive, $54 million. Callum Wilson, Bournemouth to Tottenham, $61 million, rising to $93. So that's insane. Juventus to Man City for Emre Can, $45. I'm still pissed off. Liverpool did get Christian Pulisic for $51 million. So not too shabby of a deal. Liverpool also getting Jose Gaya, who is, if you have seen my Liverpool save 2 years ago, I got him, and he's absolutely fantastic. I don't know how he was last year or this year, but he was freaking fantastic. One of the best left backs I've ever seen in my life. So, Prem 6'5", 707, 724. Fantastic. So let's get into this game today. Match preview. We are 1-3 odds favorite. Inconsistent form. However, that Liverpool game, not too shabby. So this is who we have lining up today. Raya is in goal. Brian wanted more game time. I gave him a promise that I'd give him some. So in he comes. Mawson, Wober, and Christie in the back four. And Gisa wants more game time. I gave him a promise that I was going to give him more game time. So in he comes. Kearney are the two midfielders. Sassinio, Horta, Vieto up front, and Mitrovic up front. Sorry, these three are in the attacking midsection. The only question I have is if I should... Christie is basically... Chambers is doing really well, and actually the media thinks that we're going to pick him up. I don't know how. I don't know how much he's going to cost. However, I haven't played Christie in a while, so I need to give him some game time. Christie's on a 79%. Never mind. Let's go for Timothy Fosu-Mensah. Hoo boy. Yeah, I haven't played him enough, and there's no way I can afford him. I'm pretty sure he's going to be really expensive. I am still trying to get Vieto in. I have no money to do it, so I've got to see if I can get the offer out of the way and not pay until summer. I'm assuming he's still going to cost around $4 million, something like that. Oh, and the reason we are playing with this, it's basically a 4-2-3-1 using a DM instead of two central midfielders, is a lot of the teams that I've been playing seem, I guess they're not great against the 4-2-3-1. Liverpool, it's my assistant coach said, basically 4-2-3-1 is the way to go. However, I also know 4-2-3-1s, we get caught out a lot. Having seen it, go Sessignon. And then you do that. What the hell was that? So I threw the DM down just to get that little extra sense of protection for our... Oh, you got to be kidding me. So that's why we're doing the 4-2-3-1 with the DM. I've been noticing the biggest problem is the little teams, and I see this every time I play this game, every year. The last, half quarter of the season or whatever, you start seeing the little teams who are relegation bound or sort of close in the, 3 or 4 above that. They play like Barcelona, and they will crush me, which is why I did not do very well against some of those teams. However, I'm wondering if it's now, the people who are all the way at the top, Liverpool, who have really not much to play for anymore. They just need a couple of wins and they're golden. But if the big teams are kind of saying, yeah, either this should be an easy game or that we're already going to win the league or we're already getting Champions Cup, Champions League, whatever you want to call it. So let's just play the rotated side. Let's not worry too much about this and just kind of ease into it. So that's the only reason I can think of. They did play a slightly rotated side. They did not have all their big guns out there. Obviously, Mane is not there anymore. I think Salah wasn't playing until the later half. So, but anyway, we are playing this game that... Oh, thank you, Raya. Raya. So, Fosu-Mensah with a throw-in does not get it to anyone on the white team. So, Mensah into Kearney, into... Oh, he does a shot. Okay, not too bad. Missed just by a little. I still have it working in the box, but... You guys don't seem to care much for that, so... So why is Brian nervous? You want first team game, and you're getting nervous. There we go, inspired. I've started doing it where I'll get creative right off the bat, if I remember. And then, as either... If it's against a big team, I'll just keep doing things like that, you know, demand more or get creative, just so they get a little more focused or fired up or inspired or whatever. So it's more green than the yellows. Beyond that, Manga gets a yellow. Beyond that, I will kind of leave it every now. If they're calm or things like that, I'll leave it for a little while, see how it goes. If I start seeing a couple of yellows get, you know, thrown in there, like nervous, Joe Bryan's nervous, then I'll throw in another get creative just to kind of pick him back up and see how it works. We're heading into halftime pretty quickly. There's been, what, 2 highlights? Not including the very first one? Second half is coming up soon. So everyone's fired up. Let's get the second half going. Near Britain has been taken off for Gunnarsson, so they're already made their first substitution of the game. And Vieto cannot hold on to that ball for some reason. Porto with a 6-3, Vieto with a 6-4, Kearney 6-4, Sessegnon with a 6-5. These guys are not... I don't think Vieto was doing a great job in the Liverpool game either. So maybe he needs a little extended sit on the bench. So Horta's not doing very well, so he's coming off for Johansson. Johansson's coming back into the midfield. Kearney's being pushed up into that advanced playmaker role. We'll see what happens. I am changing Vieto to a more... he's not a winger attacking. He's an inside forward supporting. I don't know if that's going to do much, but get him out of his winging attacking mindset and hopefully change some things up. We are still 0-0 right now. Going to demand a little more. Focused, motivated for Mitrovic. That's good. So they are pressing us pretty nicely. And are you kidding me? Jansen is wide open. So 77th minute. Show some passion is what I'm going to go with next, but I can't do it yet. So Fosu-Mensah, Kearney to Vieto. I don't know how that worked. And Gisa has not been... Oh, that could have been pinballed into the back of the net, but apparently not. Apparently not. So we got another sub. Chambers comes on for Fosu-Mensah, and Cisse comes on for Kearney. Johansson moves up into that upper role. Kearney just wasn't doing anything. Work the ball into the box. Does not mean, hey, I'm outside of the box, let's kick it in. If you're getting shots on target, that's one thing, but, work the ball in the box, please. That and shorter passing. I don't understand what these things mean, apparently. And Anguissa gets taken out. So, that's fun. I don't know why I'm going composed. With the dudes that are composed, I don't understand how that works. But Anguissa gets it taken off. No one, and then Raul, I swear to God. See? What the hell? What the hell was that? Cardiff City over Fulham. Why are you 3 up here? Is this Vober? That's Wober, that's Mawson, and that's Cisse. Why were you 3 there? There's no back line here. Oh, so that was a last-minute loss right there. That's heartbreak. Oh my lord. Oh, that's embarrassing. That is absolutely embarrassing. So, Cisse, do something, and that's what you do. So, there you go. I am embarrassed for you. I'm embarrassed for me too, but that was utterly, that was horrific. Oh my lord. So, that sucked. Yeah, Mawson should be dropped. Wober, how did Wober do? Where's... I know he got the last 18. So where... Wober at a 6.5, so not a great game. He has still been doing fairly well. Still average, 5 appearances, 1 off the bench. 704 average rating is probably one of our best defenders. And he is growing, which is nice. But games like that, pretty shitty. So I love it. This right here sums up FM to a freaking T. But yeah, we've got maybe one more match, maybe 2, depending on how I do it. I do want to do something different in the next match. Maybe I'll do Everton. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, so with that shitty game out of the way, I'm going to take off. So for me, Sefian FM, thank you so much as always for watching. Take care and enjoy.